Why hello everyone, I'm Steven from Tostemac and it's time for another autism vlog. So before we get into today's autism vlog, you probably have the following questions. Steven, why do you look like a hot mess? And Steven, why aren't you using the green screen like you have been the most recent autism vlogs? And Steven, why is she here? Where did you get that?
Well, Boo Boo Puppy called me and said he needed a hug.
All right. Always make a special exception for Boo Boo Puppy.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as this video progresses, we'll explain the significance of Boo Boo Puppy.
Basically, Boo Boo Puppy is usually used when either A, I'm missing someone, or B, something happened to me. In this case, I kinda broke a couple of bones in my ankle.
Kinda? No, clear through, buddy. You did a good job.
Yeesh, way to rub it in. But anyway, in fact, by the time that this vlog is released, I would have already had surgery done on my ankle area to make sure the bones are healing in the right place. And then I'll be on my way to a full recovery, hopefully.
So, Steven, Boo Boo Puppy wants to know, how did that happen?
I'll just say it.
Go ahead. He's waiting to hear.
I tripped on a children's tricycle. It's not funny! It hurts!
And that's why Boo Boo Puppy's here, because he knows it hurts.
You enjoyed this way too much, Mom.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I figured I'd do it this way because for the green screen to work, I would have to sit down and my splint would be showing, and I didn't want to display the vlog like, oh, woe is me, oh, have pity on me. That's not what I was about. That's never what I was about. It was just showcasing the best of what autism and autistic people can do. That's basically what I've always done. So for this particular vlog, I figured that I'd take advantage of this unfortunate mishap and go over something very important. And that's basically 3 steps on how to handle emergency situations. So you may be asking, what does this have to do with autism? Mom, care to explain?
Well, for one thing, parents, children are children. Emergencies and injuries and unforeseen events are going to happen. They will take their cues from us. Many of you that have children a little bit older, you know that when a child falls, it's not usually cry first. It's look at mom and dad. What's their reaction? Now I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to cry. So in our world of autism, it's really, really important that we as parents and anybody that's in this child's view know how to react, not to overreact.
Well, I mean, if you have a broken bone or something, you're gonna overreact. But I think the important thing we're gonna go over is what to do during that situation to avoid making a situation worse. Correct. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So step 1, do not panic. I know it sounds simple, but when you're going through a lot of pain, trust me, it's not. And if you panic, you may end up making an injury worse.
Mm-hmm. And it's very important, folks. Again, this is where the person who is injured is going to rely on the people around them to determine, number one, how serious an injury is. As many of you know, I'm actually a nurse. And a lot of times when I'm treating my patient, I will often say, you see this? When this looks worried, you get worried. It's really important to contain the situation. If you are showing your patient that it's a panicking situation or your child, imagine the message they're getting. Oh boy, I'm feeling out of control, and now the person tending to me, it doesn't have it under control. This must be even worse than I think.
Yeah, basically at my workplace, several of the coworkers and even my manager came rushing in to quickly assess the situation, try to keep me cool, like don't cry, don't panic, as they were taking off my shoe and sock and assessing the injury and whatnot to figure out how serious this is and what needs to be done. So, that will lead us to step number 2. Assess the situation. Once you've got the person in question to calm down and get them to a safe and private area where they're not drawing too much attention, you want to figure out what happened or how bad the damage was.
And so in this situation where Stephen was, his coworkers actually did it correctly. They assessed the situation, they stabilized his leg, and then they moved him to a safe arena. Because the worst thing that you can do to someone on the spectrum is to build an audience that they never asked for in the beginning. Remember, a lot of our children, a lot of our coworkers, a lot of the people on the spectrum don't appreciate all the added attention of a normal crowd. Now you put them in the center of it, and that makes it worse. So what they did, and I commend them, they did an awesome job. They stabilized his ankle. They moved him onto some sort of device where they could move him safely, and they put him into a back arena where they provided him as much comfort as they could, while one of the coworkers was on the phone to me immediately, alerting me of the situation. Being his mother, but also being a nurse, I was able to assess over the phone. They had it well under control until I got there. Therefore, we did not need them to call 911, which of course would have been more commotion. Now, had they said something different to me, like he was bleeding or there was something else going on, then I would have been able to advise them, please call 911. I will meet them at the hospital. So that is absolutely a very excellent way of handling it.
It's important to assess the situation to make sure that you're not making it a bigger situation than it actually is, but at the same time, you're not underplaying it and not getting the proper medical attention that you need. So yes, in this case, they got me to a private room. They got my ankle stabilized
and elevated
and distracted until my mom came. And then from there, we went to the doctor's office, got an x-ray, and that's when we found out the bones were broken. So finally, now that we've basically helped calm me down and then helped assess the situation to figure out that, yes, I have broken a couple bones in my ankle. Now we get to the third and final part. Have a plan. Now, something like a broken arm and or a broken leg or something like that, that's going to make huge changes to your schedule, both in work and in home. Like even the simplest things that I could have done, like going up and down the stairs, I need help with. So from that point, you need to come up with a plan to basically how to get around and how to take it easy on your injury.
And see, now here, this is where folks, and you know, you've heard me many times refer to building a community, to develop the community of people that understand you and your child and use that community to help raise a child. So in this situation, the community we accessed was obviously the medical community, but also his family members and some friends. Very basic fundamental things like having the right equipment that Stephen needed. So when we left the facility originally, they put Stephen on crutches. We quickly assessed that.
Spoiler alert, that didn't work.
Yeah, it really didn't work. He was actually more unstable. So what we did...
It was like watching Pinocchio in his first puppet show. I got nothing, so me die.
Yeah.
Basically that.
It was like that. He got a lot of hugs behind that. So we quickly assessed that wasn't the correct piece of equipment. So we went back to the professional, to a physical therapist. We then received a wheeled walker, and then also I ordered a kneel scooter. So now that was utilizing members of the community to get the correct equipment. But then we also, amongst our family, had to pull in our community to say, okay, very basic things like getting his food, getting his water. Until he is stable, because he is non-weight bearing, until he's stable, he can't even do that for himself. Initially getting back and forth to the bathroom, he required assistance. Now every day he gets a little bit better. It gets a little easier. When he has surgery, we're going to go back a couple of steps. But there again, I'm going to invoke the community. We're going to the medicals. They are going to provide the best of care that they know how, from his family and his friends. You know, don't forget the socialization aspect, because
yes,
when your
comedy
loved one
helps. Trust me, it does.
Absolutely.
Laughter is the best medicine.
When your loved one is injured, when your child or your spouse or someone is injured, you know, you don't want to constantly do the one thing most patients don't like. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
They get really tired of it. But you make a little humor or invite someone over to spend some time. Got a hold of his best friend, Billy. And I said, Billy, come on, bring it over here. So he and his girlfriend came over. And for the next 2 hours, Stephen was able to, I won't say forget about his injury, but he was able to feel a little more normal because he had his friends there.
It's kind of hard for me to forget something that's wrapped around one half of my leg. Like, if it was near Halloween time, I would have the perfect prop to be a mummy on, like, a wheelchair.
Actually, I've got the bandages ready for that.
No.
Yes.
No. Bad, Mom. Bad.
Yes.
No.
He's not going to be up to full force yet. Wait, folks, and see what Halloween costume I have devised.
Word of advice, don't ever break your leg. Ever. You leave yourself subjugated and vulnerable to all the people that wanted to get to you. They're like vultures, just waiting for the right moment to free. So, let's do a quick overview, shall we? The 3 steps for handling an emergency situations are, number 1, do not panic. Number 2, assess the situation. Number 3, have a plan. It's important to follow these 3 steps to ensure that not only is the injured person in question not making more damage than there already is, but also to ensure that you're not drawing in unnecessary attention and solving the problem in the best and efficient way possible.
And again, folks, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free, send them messages and questions to
Tostemac@gmail.com, or just leave a message in the comments section below. Let's start a conversation. Maybe you guys have dealt with a similar situation like this.
And otherwise, we want to say good night and thank you. And
Wait. Still got a couple other announcements.
You do?
Well, yeah, aside from the usual, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to not only help us grow, but also keep up to date on the latest autism vlogs. So, before the injury, I've tried to have the autism vlogs every single Saturday because I was able to. But with the injury, it's not going to be that easy. So I'm going to try to shoot for every other Saturday if my injury will allow me to. But not to worry, I still have a plan for releasing content every week because from yesterday, I've released a new part of the YouTube channel Tostemac called Steven Says. Now you may be wondering, what's that? Well, basically, it's a vlog, a live vlog, probably around Friday noon Eastern Standard Time. That's the time for now. Every single Friday, I'm going to do a live YouTube video where basically I'm talking about a personal situation or how I'm feeling at the moment. Like for this coming Friday vlog, I'll probably be talking about my feelings about after the surgery and whatnot. Actually, technically, that would be yesterday's. So, yeah, you can check that out. So, basically, this is going to be more of a personal vlog rather than a professional autism vlog. That way you get to know more personal me rather than, like, the scripted me that you see right now.
So, Stephen, let me ask you something. Did they get to watch Stephen? Oops, part 1. Stephen? Oops. Part 2.
Those videos are on Facebook, not YouTube.
And part 3. It's great. You gotta go look for it.
Yeah, just go to Facebook, find either Stephen McAllister or Ellen McAllister. The videos are there. Ugh.
They're good. You want to look.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Friday vlogs will be a nice addition to the channel. It'll ensure that content is coming out every single week as I planned. But also during these live vlogs, you can actually chat with me and we can have a conversation about something. Doesn't matter which, really. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and until the next video, see you later.
Bye.
My boo puppy.
It's worked for years. Thank you, Charlotte. It was a great idea.
Who's Charlotte?
Miss Prinky.
Oh, right, that teacher.
Yeah, she's the one who gave you Mr. Boo Boo Puppy all those years ago.
All right, we're done here.
Bye, guys.